And today I'm going to be talking about this book here, and it's called A Second Chance for Your Money, Your Life, and Our World. And in many ways, this book is the reason I wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it's kind of the history of how I came to write Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So this book is a little bit more in depth, a little bit more pictures, and I think you'll find it very interesting, especially for those of you who need a second chance for your money, your life, and our world. Because as you know, today we're in the 21st century, and many people are still operating in the 20th century. And so that's why A Second Chance is in three parts. And part one starts about old school. And old school says, go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, buy a house, get out of debt, and invest in the long term for the stock market. And for those of you following that advice, go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, buy a house, get out of debt, invest for the long term, you're doing 20th century activities. You've got to come into the 21st century. So that's how A Second Chance starts. The way you predict the future is you look at the past, and you look at the future. And the reason many people will be wiped out is, again, because they're doing business the 20th century way, but today, we're in the 21st century. So the first part of this book, I make it very easy for people to understand. There's lots of graphs and charts. And the reason I use graphs and charts is because you don't have to be an economist. You just look at the graphs and charts and you go, oh my God, this is what's happening to the middle class. Income for the middle class is going down. And yet, people still say to their kids, go to school and get a job. That's 20th century thinking. So when you look at this chart, you go, oh my God, why would I tell my kid to go to school and get a job when incomes are coming down? And then what else is happening as the middle class comes down, what you see on this chart here, is in America, poverty is going up. Yet our government says poverty is coming down. So you can look at these charts and you can make your own story, because that's not what they're telling me. So you can think for yourself in all this. I said that the giant stock market crash was going to come in 2016. And as you can see from these charts here, we're about on the edge of the biggest stock market crash in history. The stock market today, as I talk, they say it's going to go past 18,000. The Dow will be past 18,000. And a lot of amateurs are, oh, that's good, the stock market's going up, so I'm going to get in, and they'll get in and the crash will come down. If you believe the idea that investing for this long term in the stock market is really smart because the stock market is going up, then you're an idiot, but you want to believe them. What's going to happen, like I said, the most dangerous word today is retirement, especially for the baby boomers. My prediction is the baby boomers are going to get wiped out when the stock market comes down. So it's kind of hard to start all over again when you're 75 years old. But if you want to believe your financial planner who says, hey, invest for the long term in the stock market because it's a good investment and diversification will protect you, then if you want to believe that, more power to you. But I think they're lying to you. So a second chance is to rethink what you've been told, but it's still up to you to make up your mind what you decide to do.